Hey everybody, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, welcome to the Raw Convo
Yep.
with the real Sherry Kondo.
And to the gym.
And
To the gym.
There we go. All right. And so welcome everybody. Hope you all have had a great week, and want to welcome everybody to our weekly conversation that is just raw. We're just talking here today. So make sure that you are checking us out on Instagram, Facebook, that you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes, please.
And we have a number of resources for you there, so make sure you subscribe. We have a number of items coming as well. We've done a couple of interviews that we'll be posting really soon with local business leaders, and we're excited to be sharing that with you, as well as other conversations. So make sure you're there.
Yep. The raw conversation really is about learning from other people's journey, and that's what it's about. So YouTube, we will have, hopefully by the end of this year, I'm working really hard on it, is having 100 videos on YouTube about people's journey.
Yeah.
And so, we have the ability to learn from others, so we should.
Right.
Good.
Very good. Very good. All right. Well, today is a little bit different than what we normally do. Well, first of all, let's talk about this.
Cheers.
Cheers. We got our matching cups today.
Matching cups.
All right. You've seen these before, but anyway, of course, Sherry likes her polka dots. Yep.
Yep.
And I got my matching stripes.
Circles make me happy.
There you go. All right. Very good. Coffee.
All right.
Coffee for both of us?
Coffee for both
All right,
of
make
us.
sure you guys grab your coffee, grab some water, and here we go.
Come join us. All right.
So today's a little bit different. Normally we kind of have a very specific direction with points and all those things, and maybe by the end we will have that for you, but today
We'll
really
see.
we're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Talking about an idea or a thought that we had, that really Sherry had, and then just kind of talk it out with y'all. And so that conversation really starts with what was the thought that you had the other day?
So people will say, on their deathbed, kind of analyze their life. And I don't know why this was rolling around in my head. Did I listen to something? I don't know how this started.
It just popped in your
Pops into my head. That happens a lot. Anyway.
Yep.
Right?
Right. Yes. Yes.
So the thought was, on my deathbed, I kind of don't want to just be laying there thinking, so I was a realtor and that was it, right? And so this is really, the real Sherry Kondo, the raw business, this is me remaking myself in my 50s and just kind of deciding that there's been this dream, this goal, this passion to do something inside of me that I've done some things but not really pursued it. And so that's what this is. So as I'm thinking about the deathbed conversation and have I done enough? And so to myself, blah, 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 sorry. To myself, I was saying, well, I would want, hopefully I can be dying and say something like, I got to speak with people, I got to help them, I led people in the right path, this and that. And and it kind of comes to me that I have done that. I've already done that.
Right.
Which doesn't mean I'm dying. I don't think. I don't know. We're all dying. Anyway, none of us get out of here alive, so it's coming. But nonetheless, I don't think I'm going anywhere. But it just kind of dawns on me that the things that I would hope that I'd be able to say
on my
deathbed, I can already say them.
Right. The things that you had put into your goals or really wanting out of your life.
Yes.
And so with that in mind, I think the conversation, we've kind of been milling this about is okay, so if you've already attained some of those things right now, so let's go there. So if you've already attained some of those things, then maybe there should be additional things, right? or so do you completely change those goals? Do you completely change who you are, what you want, etc.? Or what does that
Nope.
look like?
Well, I suppose someone might if that would be their conversation. But for me, I just felt like, well, gosh, I'm doing it, but this isn't the time to quit. This isn't the time to stop. This isn't the time to think, well, gosh, I'm already doing it. So number one, it's not it doesn't look the way I thought it would. And then of course it's not the size I thought it would be. So we're just starting right now. So I have a lot to do, but to think, gosh, the things that I would have wanted I'm already doing is really exciting. And so then it is a scale question now, right? How big could it be? How many people could I touch? It becomes more of a, I guess, size question.
Yeah.
So
really making an impact, making a difference further within what you're doing,
and kind of honing in. Okay, so I feel like right now I'm doing those things, but it's sloppy. Okay, yeah, I could say that it's sloppy. I'm just out there doing whatever I can, and now I think it requires a little more honing in, really putting into focus what is the goal, what is, not just throwing spaghetti against the wall and seeing what sticks, but really honing in on being better, serving specifically, speaking in a specific manner and location, those kinds of things.
Right. And
really kind of having structure to it, I think.
Yeah.
And so
for those that are watching, then it might be what might their focus be? If they're thinking about their deathbed conversation, Now let's be clear here before we jump into that. Let's be clear here that yes, we often hear about, and I'm sure you've seen the memes and on Facebook. Well, when you're on your deathbed, you won't be saying, "Man, I wish I would have worked more."
Did I put enough time in the office?
Did I do enough at work? Did I make enough money?
Right.
And so we've all seen those things. And so that's not really the conversation. That's not really what we're talking about here.
I was going to say, so if your fingers are gearing up to say something like that, we get that.
Right.
We get that.
We understand that.
Yeah.
But there is a part of the deathbed conversation about, well, did I create enough? Did I create a legacy?
Did I create a legacy?
Sure. Am I providing for my family in the long term?
Right.
In the as I'm laying there. Is my family first of all going to be taken care of, and did I create something for them, whether to take it and run with what we have already built, or to financially, or whatever the case may be.
Right. I think other things too, as far as that goes, like did I leave a good name for my children?
Oh yeah.
At my funeral, is that the first time they've seen me in 20 years. I absolutely, that's not the case in our family. And so I absolutely would not be probably pursuing this so openly if I had that out of whack. So our family is good. We're leaving good things for them.
Right.
We've got things in place for them upon our death and that kind of stuff. So that's not the conversation.
Right.
Today's conversation really is, when I lay there, will I feel like I've accomplished what I came to this planet to do?
Did you fulfill your purpose?
Did I fulfill my purpose?
The word destiny, maybe?
Yes. The things that God put in me, did I use them? Did I squander them? Am I proud of it? Did I do enough? Did I go far enough? Could I have done better? And let's just say God will not ever say that to me, that you could have done better. I'm fully approved. I'm fully, he's proud of everything that I'm doing, Jim's doing. He's proud of everything you're doing. God doesn't have those conversations with us.
Right.
But me, myself, laying there, I want to make sure that I'm like, this was good. This was a good life.
Yeah.
I did what I'm supposed to be doing on this planet.
Right.
And, so far so good.
Yeah.
That's, I guess, really.
Yeah, getting kind of teary-eyed.
Oh, I know, stop that.
What the heck is that, right? We told you this was going to be raw today. We told you this was going to be...
Drink some
right.
coffee.
Yeah, there we go. Woo.
Refresh. Woo.
Woo. Allergy.
Something in my
eye. Oh.
Jim said he had some in his eye earlier. I said,
that was true.
Is it
yes.
a tear?
Yeah.
Are you crying?
Yeah.
We've already had that morning.
Right. Well, I think, so for those that are watching, and again, if you're already doing some of the things that you know you're supposed to be doing, you're already beginning to walk that out, then it's a matter of, scale. That's what we talked a little bit about this morning. Scaling up. So scaling up your business, your level of impact, whatever it is in your, that it is that you're setting to do.
On the other side,
yes.
If someone's scaled so much and they feel like that's running them,
right,
and you can look forward right now to your deathbed and think, what does it matter?
Right.
Why am I here? There might be some conversation about that.
Right.
You know, that maybe you're too much. Maybe it's too much. Maybe you've gone too far. So either way, this ultimately is your conversation, right? That this is, Ronnie, thank you for chatting with us. Thanks for that encouragement. That this really has to be you looking ahead,
right,
and seeing where you are right now. What will you think about you on that date? Your kids will be there. Money is fine, whatever.
Yep.
And who's attending your funeral? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who's coming. But when I lay there, am I satisfied?
Right.
Did I do enough? Have I done too much? Did I just wear myself out?
Right.
Did you get there prematurely because you're not taking care of your body, your health, in pursuit of this conversation? So this ultimately is you thinking ahead, but this was my thoughts this week.
Yeah.
So
I think that in the scaling up, we're talking about doing, so now if maybe you've gone too far, you're doing too much. Mm-hmm. So whatever the endeavor is, whatever business it is, or even in work or etc., I first of all, I would say that I think that you have to be willing to let some of it go.
Sure.
Right? So it would be hiring team members, bringing on people that are going to help you to, so you can let go, and that's the hard part, right? Because as an entrepreneur, as a business person, or whatever you're doing, it's hard to let go of the reins.
Sometimes.
It's hard to let go of control sometimes, depending on your personalities and all that. And so, but they're definitely in scaling up, or in beginning to want to make an impact, a greater impact in this world. You need team members.
Yes.
You've got to have some other people around you. Got to have other people that you can count on and work together and build that.
Right.
The other thing I think in this conversation is, we've talked about how, so the other side of the deathbed conversation is of course, I want to make sure I spend enough time with my family and all that.
Right.
So here's one of the thoughts is going, in building this and scaling it up, with all you got, maybe for a short time, so that you can have that time with your family.
Sure.
Right? So if the scale up is crazy for 2, 3, 4, 5 years to get it going.
Yep.
But then you've created the legacy.
Sure.
Then you've created that point of, okay, now I can release it. Now I can, begin to really, relax. We should always be resting and relaxing in it and who we are, but allowing, so now you can, spend that time or have that time with your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. In this process of us talking about this deathbed thing, understanding that I've already done some of what I would have said I wanted to do before I died. Now realizing that I just want to do more of that. And in the same way, then we started analyzing like, okay, so if we wanted to do more of it, have we put ourselves in the position to do that?
Oh, that's good.
Have we, and
Yep.
right? So then we ended up talking about a rebranding again. I feel like we've already done this 7 times. But it just, as you're practicing something, as you're working on something, then it might not be fitting right. So don't be so married to the process that you can't adjust it. And so, so in the idea of scaling, then we started talking about, so what we're doing right now may not do that, may not do that properly.
May not get, right, so the
may not
things
be
that
the
we've already
results we
done,
wanted.
right, so things we've already done has gotten us to maybe one level, right? So then if we're supposed to scale further and impact further, then what are the changes that need to be made?
Yeah. So again, as we, I think of laying in my deathbed, and would I say, well, I just did what I could do, or I did the best I could do. Did I do my best? Did I do my best, or was I then at some point afraid to then make a change because, well, we've come this far and now, do you lose followers? Do you lose this and that? Listen, we get one opportunity.
Right.
One. That's it. And yes, it could be 90 years of time. And we all know that at some point, you just slow down. Maybe you just come to a stop, And at 50, this conversation, I know, my family and friends and people who are 60s and 70s and even into their 80s would say, oh, girl, 50, you're just a spring chicken. But you don't feel like it. You don't feel like you're a spring chicken. And it does feel like, gosh, maybe I only have 10 years left. Maybe I only have 15 years left. I feel like I have 25 years left. But I can't be so married to a current process thinking that I'm too old to change that I miss really great opportunity for the next 25 years because at my age, maybe it's hard to make those changes. And so I definitely want to be able to lay on my deathbed and say, I helped more people. I did more things. I adjusted where I needed to. My family is here. I left a legacy. It's all the things. We help raise one of our grandchildren right now. And, our family is around us. We're involved. And to have that in place, that is number one. Then are we leaving things for them? Yeah, we are. We're good. And then will I be fully satisfied as a human leaving this world?
Right.
Yes, I would be.
That's good. That's so good.
All right. Tell us about you.
Yep. Make sure you
tell us about your end of life story.
Yeah.
And how do you want to change it? What do you want to do?
Yep.
Yeah.
Comments.
Tell us about it.
Tell us about it. Let us know how maybe we can help you.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's all about. It's all of us linking arms together and making it happen. So,
that's right.
So hopefully this wasn't too much of a downer. I don't think it was. Hopefully this is encouraging because we want to encourage this optimism in you.
Yeah.
And helping you to create that legacy in your life in every area. So make sure you go and do that. We are here for you. And one last word, if we could just wrap it all up and tie it up into a bow, because we went all over the place.
We did.
We went all over the place.
This is what happens when you don't have notes.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll try to do better next week. We'll have notes.
Well, it's just raw. This is just real raw.
Conversation.
Yeah. So on that deathbed conversation, that really the question or the thing that you would ask of yourself, and I think you've already said it, but the thing that you would ask yourself would be,
Did I do enough?
Did I do enough?
Yeah. Is everyone cared for? And spiritually, we believe that Christ died for us, and we're good there. And if you don't know that, Christ died for you, and He's proud of you, and you're fully approved by Him, and you lack nothing. So from there, if you can lay on your deathbed knowing that, and you're good.
And that you
You're
walked
good.
in it.
And that you walked in it.
Yep.
And that your family is in a good place.
Yep.
And whatever else there is, just enjoy the journey. Have a good time. And if you stop having a good time, figure
Right.
out how you can adjust it
Right.
to have a good time. We're only here once.
Yeah.
Don't hate it.
Right.
Don't hate
So
it.
good.
Love
So
it.
good. All right.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, The Real Sherry Kondo. All right, we'll see you next week. Make
See you
sure you go
next
to YouTube, subscribe, and we'll catch you next week. Be blessed.
Have a
Bye-bye.
great week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.